Well, hello everyone. This is gonna be a simpler video. I'll be reacting to a couple of my older trailers I made for Workshop, from everything from Magical Wizard up until Blaziken. I'll be reacting to them, but also giving some insight on how I made those trailers back then and how I could have improved them. Overall, just giving a couple of thoughts on how these things are created. If you guys like this, I may do another video reacting to the trailers from the Kirby Dream Collection, as well as the Frenzy trailers from at least Frenzy Season 1, right? We'll see how that goes. So without further ado, let's start with the Magical Wizard. So the Wizard trailer is straight to gameplay, no intros or anything like that, showcasing each of the elements. I like this because it's something that both Rivals and Magica have, right? The element and the variety. So yeah, water, shield, lightning, and then healing. Very fun to use Guado for this. And then the splash screen. Okay, the splash screen, I use the sound effect. It's actually from Smash Brothers Ultimate. But these first ones, the sound was very blown out, right? So it's kind of hard on the ears. Throughout the years, I got a better sound effect, which I use for the newer trailers. But yeah. And this one, the tagline, I like it as well. The Master of Spellcasting. Well, kind of. And then the gameplay. First, just a couple of normals, and then showcasing the spell wheel, and then the blurb. We don't see this on trailers nowadays, right? But it's fun to have, especially to make sure the audience gets what you mean. Oh, actually, there's something right here, real quick. Each of the clips where I KO someone, right? You can hear, right? It just cuts. Like the sound effect of them dying, it just cuts. This is something that I fixed on the next trailers. So just have the sound effect of the opponent dying fading out bit by bit. Like it works much better than cutting straight up. Okay, so different spells, how to cast them as well. So both around yourself, on the staff, on the sword. I like this a lot. Yeah, on the sword right there. And here's the shield, the armor with the enchanted sword. This showcases the lightning one, as well as how fast the lightning sword is. Oh, this one's cool. It's the healing sword, right? Because the sword, the healing spell heals you, of course, the healing element, the life element. But if you have the healing sword and you hit someone and they parry you, because you are healing them, they are the ones that get stunned instead. It's very fun. And it works for this. Then the ice. Also showcasing how larger the sword is. Over 200 different spell combinations. This is true, this is accurate. And then all the different ones, the combinations, right? Yeah. Some of these clips, I think they're going for a bit too long, but I like their idea. Yeah, they're a bit too long, to be honest. This one with the rock shield. Oh, this one I like. We don't see this nowadays. Nobody does this. But creating custom stages just to showcase something on the character. So this showcasing the haste, the magica, right? Mechanic where if you have a certain combination of elements in a certain order, you can perform magica spells. So this is the haste spell, which showcased on how the wizard is much faster with the spell granted. And then the different magicas like the meteor, the tornado, the thunder, and finally the green reaper. Yeah, and then love it. Magical Wizard available now on the Steam Workshop. I think this trailer is actually very, very good, right? Yeah, despite being my first trailer, I think it's the pacing and the clips are very, very good, very well made. Because not to toot my own horn, right? But for example, because I am showcasing a lot of attacks, a lot of different stuff the wizard can do, and no clip feels that it goes, I mean, a couple of them feel a bit too long, but not super long, right? They're always showcasing something different from each one of them. So this is something that I always strive to do, is to showcase every single animation and every single attack. And like not to repeat them that much, but to have variety between each of the clips. And I think it works really well. Like the magical ones showcase the different combinations. Like, yeah, there's a mine and then the lightning and then the status effect. This as well, the ice with the status effect, the stone spiking with the sword, the cold, the freezing, the article stone which you can place it, which can bounce off your own stone projectile, having shields on yourself which can prevent you from getting burned, or also making you heavier with the rock shield. It's kind of nuts that this character even exists, but for the trailer itself, I think it's really good. Okay, I think of course there are a couple of issues. For example, like I said, the audio being cut whenever a opponent dies. But aside from that, and aside from like some polished stuff that we're gonna be seeing in the later trailers, I think it's decent. It's a decent trailer. So actually, after Wizard, you may think the next trailer is for Claire, but no. I actually made another trailer before that, which was for Arlo and Carbuncle from Puyo Puyo. I made these characters. Something funny first. You may see here the logo for Dan Furnace and then Flash Goodness. We are not Dan Furnace and Flash Goodness, but because Rivals use these logos on their intro, everyone in the workshop was using them as well. When no, we can't be using this. These are not us. Which is something that Dan Furnace himself actually told us to. Can you guys stop using my logo for your guys' trailers? And yeah, eventually we stopped. But for the early days of workshop, the first trailers, you may see they are full of people using the Dan logo, which is fun. So funny. So yeah, like I was saying, I made Arlo as a commission for GameSquid. GameSquid was the one who animated her, and even animated this cute little animation for her trailer, which is very nice. And he asked me to also make her trailer, which I did for this. And yeah, then the splash screen, then her falling from off screen. I like that. Just a couple of normals, very fun. And then, oh, look at that! You hear that? The kill sound effect lingers a little bit. So actually, GameSquid was the one who told me to do this, because the first draft for this trailer, I was cutting the sound effect for them dying, like I mentioned, for the magical one. And they asked me to, oh, can you make sure the sound lingers a little bit? I was like, yeah, I can try. And here we go. It sounds so much better because it fades into the next clip. Like so. Yeah, it's so much better. And then showcase the specials. Then the ice one, which is a special, and then the down special. Each of them acting differently. The recovery, yeah. And then the spare animation. This one, again, using stages, just showcase the gimmick, which is for each of her normals, she uses a different Puyo Puyo. And depending on the Puyo Puyo she has on her HUD, it changes her special as well to enhanced versions. But I don't know if that's very clear just from the trailer. Here's another custom stage just to showcase something. And here's an actual clip of her stage. Before then, I didn't know how to showcase stages, so I just had like a bunch of random characters just fighting on it. You'll be seeing this from the next trailers as well, the first ones. But yeah, it's a beautiful stage. And then ending with the final combo. Although this clip is very, very weird. I don't like this clip at all. And then I cut her taunt at the end. Yeah. This trailer was really good, but I think the ending leaves a lot to be desired. Something that I do nowadays, and I didn't used to do that before, was scripting clips. I did that for a couple of clips, but not all of them. For example, if I have a regular clip just showcasing a combo, I practice that combo for a little while, and then I just recorded my best attempt. But for some clips, I have to sort of wing it, and I try to avoid doing this nowadays, because it feels very not unnatural, but the clips they don't flow with each other very well. And this is a great example of this. Yeah, I use the enhanced fireball and then the enhanced fire, the enhanced ice. But it's like, no, it's so weird the way I whiff a couple of moves. And then the framing of everything, Arlo and Absa are on the corner of the screen all the time. I don't like this final clip at all. But the rest of the trailer is fine. Yeah, I like how this trailer came out. Still, one thing that this trailer and the Magical one had was that I'm still using just base cast stages and characters, which is fine. But I like to use other ones, which I'll start doing in the next trailers. Okay, so here's the actual Claire trailer, right? Oh, then for the made this character. Then it starts with an actual intro, in-game intro from Resident Evil 2. My recording was lagging a lot. I think I recorded this from Dolphin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then it cuts to Rivals gameplay, and then bam. Here's something I really like on this. Something I try to do, not always, but sometimes, is to match the character, their animation of the character in game with their actual portrait, the render. So for this, you may see that Claire actually raises her gun a little bit, which is the same way she's doing on her actual render. And it looks very cool when it goes in motion. Like so, yeah. And then the actual gameplay, yeah, showcases the different guns, the mechanic, yeah. How each gun works, and then the reloading animation, yeah. Again, some clips go for a bit too long, like that one, but the other ones, very snappy. I like that. Yeah, showcasing how each gun changes her movement. I like this a lot. This one also goes for a bit too long, but I think it works. Her grenade launcher. Yeah. And then her hitting. Very fun. Each grenade, different types, right? Different effects. And she can also use the grenades for her strongs, and each strong corresponds to a different grenade she loads. I don't know if that's very clear from this clip, but that was the intention. And then get used to this clip, because I'll be reusing this for a couple of times. And then her slide with the combo, like that. Yeah, I like this a lot, this clip right here, the poem and the Epno one, because the music sort of fits with the way Epno claws at Claire. Like sometimes you have those happy accidents with how the song matches the clips. I like that. Yeah, very fun. And then her recovery, of course, showcasing the stage with a bunch of random characters, like I said. And then the actual gimmick. This is also something that I've started to do since this, and I never stopped. So each trailer, I have a basic structure, which is to showcase their regular normals alongside a couple of strongs, and then some basic specials. Then I showcase their stage, and then I showcase their main gimmick, which is in this case is the zombie. So I showcase the stage, and then I showcase the zombie with the stage. So this, you can use the different guns on the zombies, each one having a different effect. This will make them faster, it's hilarious. You can blow up the zombie with the Magnum, I like that a lot. Throwing the zombie with a shotgun, so fun. And then a final clip with the taunt. Classic. Yeah, I think this trailer is also really good. The music also fits very nicely. I don't know how much I could improve this trailer, to be honest. Like, I showcased everything, all of her guns, how the guns work by themselves, the reload animation, how they change her movement, how they interact with the zombie, all of that. Yeah, like I said, a couple of clips go for a bit too long, but overall, I think it's very decent. So the next trailer is for Ryu Hayabusa, right? Again, the Den logo, and then the intro. This intro is like, screw it, just have Ryu show up, why not? And yeah, and the splash screen. Him comes from off screen, I like that. Very cool. So the clips, like I said, they're regular clips showcasing the normals and strongs. Here showcasing a boss. Whenever I have an opportunity to showcase a different mod, I like to do that. Here's the Zuna drop. Showcase the stage with a lot of random characters. And then showcasing the gimmick. And like I mentioned before, the music also works very nicely here because it changed I don't know, change the melody or whatever, but it goes to a different section of the song when I start to showcase the clone. So I like that a lot. Yeah, and then of course how the clone actually works and showcase the clone on matches. Yeah, very fun. Goes on for a bit too long. Yeah, showcase the clone movement. I like this as well. And how you can teleport to the clone, how you can use the clone counter. So like I said, a lot of these clips are like, oh, a checklist of what I have to showcase, right? Here's showcasing the Ryu movement. And then here's another clip where I just wing it. I don't try to script it or anything. I just go with the feeling. So these final clips where I don't rehearse anything, they look a bit off, right? They're not as clean as some other clips, but it works. I think this trailer is a bit too short. I know I said that, oh, some clips go on for a bit too long. I think I should have more clips showcase the clone doing overall different combos. Like there's only one or two combos with the clone. I think should have a bit more. But it's not that bad. It's a bit too simplistic, but it's varied. Showcase different mods. The clips are all different from each other, so it works. It's fun. So the next one is of course on the man himself, the ape himself, Donkey Kong. I like this intro a lot. The way I showcase each of the rivals characters. So Zetterburn, and then Fox as a parallel. Then Raster with Falco. I like the way Falco comes right here. Yeah, very fun, very stylish. And then of course Holden. Very funny how I sort of predicted that he would be added to Basecast, right? With this. He doesn't have a monkey though. There's the monkey, and then of course DK. Oh, I don't like this first clip, how I just whiffed that up air. Yeah, I should have recorded again. This clip I do like though. The other clips are fun, yeah. Showcasing the dash attack, cool. How you can dash attack off ledges, right, to get a boost. Yeah, the cargo throw. With Fox to be appropriate, with the ding dong. Then showcasing the stage with a bunch of random characters, and then the gimmick, like I said. I whiffed the grab, and then it starts to ramp up the music again. I just cut the music right there, but I think it kind of works. Right? So it's the calm part, and then, yeah. Showcase the recovery with the barrel, yeah. How you can rotate the barrel, nobody uses this. Showcasing how the barrel changes with the punch. Another clip are just whiff moves, and then the spike. Well, aside from me again cutting the taunt voice line, I love this final clip right here. Like the way DK slides back on the screen and does the taunt. Like so he uses the recovery and yeah, I think that's really clean. But overall, I don't think this trailer is that good, I'll be honest. A lot of the clips are just thrown together. Oh, we have to showcase what the barrel does with the down special. We have to showcase what the barrel does with the punch. And just like it just showcase, there's no combo or actually that happens naturally during a fight, right? Yeah, I think for now the Wizard trailer was the best one, surprisingly. But this one will get better. Again, they're not bad; they're decent, right? They showcase again a variety of different mods and characters. I like that a lot. Oh yeah, this next trailer. Only real ones remember this one. Let's see if you guys know it. Made by Dan Fornace. Okay, so an animated intro. The Olympia Felicia, I like that. This intro was actually made by GameSquid. It was a commission. I think I made a stage for him, and then he made this animation. I could sort of switched that a little arrangement, and then this cloaked figure is watching the fight. Who is it? It's this intro is brilliant. I love this one a lot. The sound effects, everything is perfect. And then the new character, ooh, it's Drasil. Again, the animation, stellar. I love it. Then it cuts to gameplay. I like this a lot as well. I don't do this as often, but I like sometimes could have the first clip of the trailer follow the actual animation. So this one, of course, follows the fight between Felicia and Olympia on a similar looking stage. So I like how that looks. Then yeah, showcasing the gimmick, picking it again, and how Drasil can use different attacks from the other Rivals basecast characters. Yeah, their gimmicks, and then mixing those up, right? So the fire with the water to have a bouncing projectile, and then each one having a different effect on the opponent. So here's the thing. A lot of people actually watching this trailer did not get the mechanic. They thought Drasil was going to be like a curb style character where he could gain new specials by absorbing his opponent's specials. And no, that's not the case. But because of the way I framed the trailer, where I tried to showcase one of his specials with a similar looking special for another character. So for example, oh, Holden bounces with his forward special. Oh, so now Drasil also bounces with his forward special. Oh, Epinel floats with his platform. Drasil can also float with his forward special. And no, that wasn't the case, but because of the way I framed it, it gave that impression to a lot of people watching it. So like, oh, so if Drasil is fighting Smogon, he gets the vertical current? No, but the way he showcased, it gives that impression. I like this clip a lot though. The armor, yeah. And then again, using the float style mechanic. Here's the enchanting the antlers. I like this a lot. How you can, yeah, get armor or you can consume fire opponents. Using aerial strongs on whenever you are on a current. I like this a lot. Yeah. Although something I don't like. This clip right here. So for Wizard, I have a clip like this, where we had both Wizards, and the first one uses a regular sword, and the other one uses the sword with ice, which has greater range. And because they are facing each other, you can see the difference in range. The first one misses, the second one attacks. But here, because they are facing away from each other, you can't really judge the different range between both attacks. Like, yeah, yeah, this one is bigger, but like there's not very clear, right? And again, I do like this, the aerial trunks. And there it was, Brazil. Oh, can I play this character? He's now in development. He's not in development anymore. So yeah, this trailer, I don't think this trailer is all that good. And here's why. Since Brazil wasn't finished, he still isn't finished. He's not a finished character. He only had like, I don't know, 5 attacks or something. So I had to make do with all of those attacks, those normals. So he's constantly using up tilt, forward tilt, jab, and stuff like that. He doesn't use aerials, for example. There's no aerials in this trailer. And like I said as well, because of the way I framed it, his different specials and the way they interact with each other, showcasing a parallel to another character in Workshop, a lot of people thought he was a Kirby style character. So I think because of that, I have to rank this trailer very low because it doesn't really give the impression of the character's gimmick. You don't get what this character does, right? I think that's very important and something that all previous trailers didn't have this problem. You watch the Wizard trailer, you know he does. You watch the Claire trailer, you know what she does. The Donkey Kong trailer, the Real Rebels trailer, it's clear immediately what their gimmicks are, what their main specials are like. Not for this. This one is very confusing. But it's fun to analyze like that. Yeah. And it was also great to have that feedback from players because this trailer was featured on, I think, on the first blueprints, actually. So it had a big audience too. So you could have that feedback. So that was appreciated. So this next one is Ryu Hayabusa. Again, this is actually his definitive edition. This clip, this trailer was also a very elaborate, very long trailer as well. I do like this intro a lot, right? So actually, how did we make this intro? This one is just edited, but for example, this right here, this first clip, this is a stage. I made a stage just for this, so like with the different background layers, animating, and also the way they run right here. This is also a stage where I could have them move and jump. And then the clashing of the swords. And then Ryu just dies. I changed his crouch for this. And then a little sprite rip character. Oh no, poor guy. It's not gonna be that much better, Ryu, I'll be honest. Yeah, I like these clips with the different defeats. Yeah, no shortcuts this time. Takes another shortcut. That clip was very loud. Your friend Brazil. Oh, Brazil's alive? I will get my resprite. I do like this though. And then the initial plan was just to cut to the sprite, the new sprite. But Sai, who helped me with this trailer, they actually made this whole montage with Ryu training. I think it's very fun, but it goes on for a bit too long, but it was well made, so I didn't want to just throw it away. Like this part right here with the bosses, that's very cool, very clean. Then Ryu on the bus, yeah, it is cool, but it goes on for a bit too long. And then yeah, like that a lot. This clip, I like that a lot because these are 2 clips, but because of the way I spliced them together, it's like the other McLaren just came in from off screen and started attacking Ryu, and Ryu immediately parries it. I should reuse this idea for another trailer, it's too cool. Yeah, that's so clean. Showcase the different attacks, yeah. Oh, are you seeing this? How the camera is moving? This is the first clip, this first trailer. I learned how to do this, how to have the camera zoomed in and pan out in different directions and also go in closer or farther away. and it looks so much better. This is the first trailer I do this, and it's very noticeable. Yeah, like this, so cool. Yeah. Then have little taunts between. Yeah, this trailer is very good. The gameplay portion. Also going with the music. Yeah, showcase the clone. Very fast, right? I don't spend like 5 seconds showcasing the clone right here. You just 3 moves, you get it. Go next, you get it next. Again with the teleport. Although this clip, I don't like it. I don't like this one as much because I don't showcase that there's a clone right there. Actually, I am behind it, but there is no clone right there. There is no clone right here. But the way Ryu then throws the shuriken, yeah, there was a clone there all this time, but you don't see it. So I wish I have made this clip a little bit different to be better to understand, because I showcase that you can teleport the clone with the shuriken, but I don't showcase that, yeah, the clone was there. That's what's happening. It's okay. It's like one clip. And then this clip is my favorite from this trailer. It's so good. I love it. For those who don't get it, whenever you charge a strong and teleport to the clone, you get max charge, max essence, which makes you strong go farther away. And that's what happens right here. Yeah. So good. Yeah. This trailer is very nice. So I actually changed how I showcase the stage this time. Since the stage itself has its gimmick, I prefer to showcase the trailer and a gimmick together instead of showcase the stage and then reuse gimmick. If I was making this trailer now, I would have the stage in the middle, then the stage gimmick, and then reuse gimmick all at once. Because then I could reuse the stage again for a couple of clips at the end, instead of just having the trailer just at the end and nothing else. But yeah, the way I showcase the gimmick for the trailer, I like it. And then there's a final clip, I believe. Yeah. This one also is just for fun, like it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. And this was the first time I had to use actually credit screen, because we had a lot of people who worked on this trailer. So I think this trailer is very, very good, like the music and the clips and everything. I think this trailer is closer to how I make trailers nowadays. Like each of the clips, they have their own reason. I don't just showcase them on their own, like new gimmicks, for example. So there's a clip right here showcasing the... You remember the first Ryu trailer where we have a clip showcasing the clone hitting, I think it was Tromo and Auto, and then another clip showcasing you teleport the clone. There were 2 different clips to showcase 2 different stuff, 2 different things. But for this, for example, I have one clip with the clone, and then another clip showcasing the clone and you comboing together, and then immediately going with the clone teleport. So this makes a lot faster, a lot snappier. Depending on the gimmick, you may lose something if you do something like this. So you have to make sure what you're showing and how much you're showing it. Make sure that it is clear for the audience and the viewer. But overall, like I said, I think this trailer is fantastic. I think it's really, really good. The camera movement really adds a lot. And yeah, I like this trailer. Except for the beginning, which is like, it goes on for a bit too long. Like the gameplay is only like half of the trailer is the gameplay, and the other half is build up. It is good build up, but yeah, it's still a bit too long. But I like this trailer. The gameplay portion itself is very fun, very, very good. So the next trailer is for Buffy, and I do like this intro quite a lot with Wrecking Bird and Zatier. Since they're both like Ganon likes, it all gives like impression of what you're in for. Another Ganondorf style character. And yeah, this one I sort of winged it, but it worked out very nice. Like the combos flow into each other. It feels natural. And then buff shows up. Yeah, so good with the gun. Yeah. Showcase the parry. I do like to showcase the parry from time to time. This one I also like because the first trailer, the first clip, I showcase her drilling the gun with the little shell, but you don't really know why, right? Oh, what is that? But then, since I give a little focus to that in a couple of clips, you know that, oh yeah, that's how she reloads the gun, like that. Works very nicely. Yeah. And then, yeah, the forward attack, very cool. The Ganon side, yeah. Yeah. And then showcasing the gimmick. How it works. Very clean. The clone can also parry for you. Oh, you can teleport to the clone. Now I made sure to showcase the clone whenever I teleport to it. So you can know what's going on, right? This one's funny as well. Although I do like this trailer, but a couple of clips are like so thrown together. They don't feel like real clips. They're just like, oh, let's showcase something, right? Like this combo with the forward special with Monarch. Yeah, this one right here. You'll never do a combo like this in your life. But I had to showcase this, so I had to make it do. Yeah, but this final combo makes up for it. It's so good. Yeah. And then we have a final epilogue, right? Very funny. I like this a lot. And then credits again. So this trailer, I think it's weaker than the Ryu Hayabusa trailer, but I think it's still very decent. I do like the general attacks and clips for Buffy, the way we showcase the hologram as well. I don't like a couple of clips with the hologram, they feel too scripted, right? But overall, yeah, it's fun. I like it. So this next trailer is for Bullet Bill. This was my first collab. So we have, of course, VV's logo with a collaboration with a first, right? And then the trailer is actually a throwback to Piranha Plant, the same way. Although something funny here, I didn't have enough controllers, right, for this. So I had the blue Yoshi, I think the red Yoshi was here, but the blue Yoshi was green screen, and the yellow Yoshi as well was green screen. And you can see because his shoes are also green, so they are transparent because of that. I don't think anyone ever noticed this, but yeah. And then Mario shows up. Yeah. It's the same way as the Piranha Plant trailer, so you can't tell me it's too long, because it's the same pacing. And then the blaster, and finally Bill comes out. And yeah, again, the same way that Claire does, where she does a pose like the render. Bill does the same thing right here. He throws with the fire. Yeah, so clean. And then the actual gameplay. Very nice. This trailer is also really good. Yeah. One thing I really like it, we already had enough Mario characters and stages to workshop that every single clip consists of a Mario stage or character, and character. So yeah, they're showcasing the mechanic. Bill was a very unorthodox character, which makes sense, he was made for that gen. Oh, here's the clip, like I told you guys. So because of that, we had to make sure that everything for Bullet Bill was very well explained, and I think this trailer does a very good job at that. Because it has a lot of different mechanics, right? For example, The first couple of clips are just normal attacks. And then we have a clip showcasing the blaster. You can build it and use strongs. And then you can enter using strongs. And then a remote strongs, using actual strongs, all of that. Here we showcase actually dying with bullet bill. And then revive platform. And here it is. If you have the blaster and use the neutral special, you don't die because you have a blaster. So those three clips, back to back, they showcase all of his mechanics all at once, without having to over-explain it at all. I think it works really nicely. Yeah. And this, the Tanuk tail is like a cape, so it works perfectly for this recovery. And here is, I think this is the best final clip so far. For every final clip beforehand, I try to have a final combo using all of the mechanics, but they always fall short because I don't rehearse the clip, the combo, so I whiff moves and it doesn't feel very natural. But for this, everything was scripted perfectly, so it flows very nicely. So you can see that everything is accounted for in this final clip. So we have, of course, the mini build, the forward special, and the neutral special coming out of the blaster. All happening all at once, and then the taunt at the end. Yeah. I think this trailer is also... I think this is the first, like, perfect trailer so far. Everything, like, there's nothing here I would like to change. Everything I think is perfect, the way it works. Every clip is fast, it's snappy, it goes... The pacing is very good, it doesn't linger too long on certain ones. The camera is moving, the mechanic is showcased perfectly, there's no room for doubt. There are a couple of funny clips as well, like the Mario with the cape, you're reversing his momentum. So yeah, I think this trailer is very, very good. One thing, actually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been doing this since the first Magica Wizard trailer. But if I start a combo from left to right, like this one, it goes from left to right. The next combo, I try to do the opposite, from right to left. That way, it's a lot more engaging, right? You're not seeing the character constantly going to one direction every single clip all the time. I try to always mix them together. So left to right, right to left, bottom to the top, stuff like that. It's very simple, but it really elevates the trailer whenever I see something like that. I really like it. So the next trailer is for Maverick. This one was made with Castle Hearts. And the intro is very reminiscent of other actual Rivals Spacecast trailers. I like that. So a couple of slideshows with the camera panning in. Very fun. Yeah. Talking about Eliana, and then we see Maverick fighting against Eliana. It's a simple intro, but it's very, very nice. Very well made as well. The drawings, I love it. And then it cuts right to gameplay. With the song as well, very nice. Couple of regular clips, regular attacks. Yeah. Very fun. Then showcasing the grab. And again, making sure to showcase every single attack Maverick has. So the up special, the grab, the strongs, the specials. A fun clip with the Loris buddy. And then the stage with the gimmick, right? The whirlwinds. And also the music changes whenever we start the actual whirlwind combos. Yeah, very nice. You can use it to recover, you can use it to extend combos, like so, yeah. Although this clip right here, I don't like this clip all that much, but I'll talk it later. Yeah, and then the OK at the end, yeah, very nice. I think this trailer is very good, but it's still a bit undercooked in some areas. Yeah, Kazu did everything. So what I mean is, there's this clip right here with Nova, right? So what is the point of that clip? What I'm trying to show? I want to show that if you land the forward special punch, the character has a unique status. And if they come into contact with the whirlwind while they have that status, the whirlwind will explode. That's simple. How do you showcase that? So what I did here is Maverick hits you with a punch, and then he grabs you and tosses you into the whirlwind. The problem is Nova is just standing there after the punch. They're just waiting for them to be picked up and thrown to the whirlwind. It doesn't feel that natural, you know? And that's a problem I have. I don't mind if there's one clip or another where the CPU is just standing there for a little bit, but for longer periods of time like this, it doesn't feel natural, right? It doesn't feel like an actual fight. This one, Eliana, I don't mind. This one I think actually works. Because it's very fast, right? Yeah, like that. So it works. But for that other clip, yeah, it's not as good. But overall, like I said, the trailer is not bad at all. The trailer is very snappy, very fun. But I still think the Bullet Bill trailer is a bit better, like better paced. The mechanic, the gimmick is better showcased there than it is here, I'd say. But here, there's also the stage segment, the little clip with the Lotus Buddy. I like those very much. So yeah, very good overall. So this is the first non-character trailer we have, which was the Airship Fortress stage, right? Collaboration with Vivi, of course. And then Ryu has a stage, Buffy has her stage, and Maverick has a stage, even if his segment is shorter. And then Bullet Bill, poor guy, now he has his stage. Short and sweet, the intro, I like it. Then a couple of clips showcasing the stage itself, the visuals, the platform layout, yeah. Couple of appropriate characters. And then the mechanic. If anyone's KO, they come back as a Banzai Bill. Very nice. And then destroying the stage. This was very fun, right? Especially to showcase on the trailer. And then, right there. You see it? Did you catch it? You know, this is a short trailer. Short and sweet, I like it. But what I mentioned was this right here. Right there, yeah, the bat signal. Vivi didn't know about this when I submitted this trailer. Because this trailer we actually submitted for blueprints. I don't know which one, or the 3 prints or the other one. I think it was 3 prints. So the stage was for one day, and then Morcillo was going to be for the other day. So it had the little bat signal as a teaser. So yeah, for this trailer, I think it's fun. Short and sweet. I don't really like doing stage trailers, I'll be honest, because I don't know how to make them interesting, what I have to showcase, the clips and whatever. They're not as straightforward as a character. But I'd say even for something that I don't like, I think I did a really good job with this trailer. It is, like I said, short and sweet, but it gets the message across. You get hyped. The stage looks good. You can see how it looks. You can see the platform layouts. You can see the gimmick and all of that. So speaking of Morcillo, let's check out his trailer. Starting here with Sirius and Buffy. I like how they're like guarding a warehouse. The camera is shaking to indicate Sirius is getting beat up. Very fun. And then Buffy goes out to check. Where is he? Comes back. You can see Morcillo up there on the thing. And yeah, he appears. He's here to save the day. Morcillo. Then a clip showcasing a couple of normals. Then his main movement option, the gliding. Then another clip. Then the Batarang. I really like how this trailer you have a small clip showcasing something and then how that works, right? On an actual match. So the C4 and then how it works. The Batarang, then how it works. Like the C4, for example, you can use it both against enemies and to boost yourself. Again, the grapple as well for combos, for follow-ups. Yeah. You can mix them up and then use an actual combo. And the music going as well. Damn, bro. Yeah. Then how you can attach the C4 to yourself and then blow it up. And then the final combo. Damn. Damn. I think this is the best trailer. By far. I think this is by far the best trailer I've made. I mean, so far, I should say. I prefer newer trailers, but I think this one is perfect. It's just perfect. And why is that? I think each clip is perfect. Because Morcillo is a character that has a lot of stuff, a ton of gadgets, and how they all interact with one another. So I want to showcase that on his trailer. And so we have a clip showcasing, oh, Morcillo can grapple to the grenade. Oh, here's a clip of him grappling to the mine. Oh, Morcillo can also use the batarang to throw on the mine to mix them together. Oh, here's a clip of him doing just that. So every single clip has this. So it doesn't have that problem with Maverick, like whereas a clip is just for show, like the character's just standing there getting beat up. No, because we make sure to have a short clip showcasing what the grapple does, and then an actual clip showcasing the grapple in a fight. I think it's so good. So for this, it's very fast, right? You understand, and then you see it in the match. Like that. And then again, with the C4 and the batarang. And then on an actual match, it's perfect. And this one, like the movement with the grapple and the batarang and the mine, it's so good. Again, this one, although I think my favorite clip is the final one, because it's an insane combo. So what is this? Morcillo is using literally everything. So if we take step by step, there's a C4 there. Morcillo punches Terra, and then he throws the batarang on the C4. The batarang is carrying the C4. Morcillo uses the grapple. He grapples into the opponent. The batarang starts flying towards him, which means he gets the C4 on his body, and then he uses the C4 to blow up Terra. And then, of course, the final clip, just him flying off screen with the C4. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. There's just one thing missing for this trailer. But it's not even our fault. Because Morcillo wasn't done when we made this trailer. It wasn't finished. It was still missing a couple of moves. I think it was his down strong and his up special, which is very noticeable right here in this clip. This clip right here with the C4. Because he throws him and then he just uses upper. If we had the new up special, the shuttle loop, that's how we're gonna wrap up that combo. But aside from that, which is like minor, we couldn't show something that wasn't there. Aside from that, I think this trailer is perfect. I think this is my favorite trailer so far. It's so snappy, it's so good. Man, it's so good. And here's the final trailer for today. It's Blaziken for the Poké Jam. Right, so you have this start, this intro, which is perfect because this is not like animated. We actually made this in-game using a hack of FireRed to insert the sprites, change the dialogue, and all of that. So this is all for made in engine, and it's so cool, right? It's perfect. Which there would be an honor, yeah. It is a very fun way to kick off this trailer as well. Like to both have the concept of the Poké Jam and the collaboration and all of that. And then the different Pokemon the different options for Pokemon here are all Pokemon we considered making. So Runiculus was on the Pokemon Spire wanted to make. I wasn't super familiar with it, as you can see here, so it didn't work. The next one we're gonna see was, of course, Absol, which is my favorite Pokemon, which you also consider, but again, animating a quadruped character in a month, it's impossible. So we went to the final option. But all of this is very cute. I really like that. And then, of course, Blaziken. I think this intro trailer is perfect, and I would love to do something like this again for a future character, like have the intro be the in-engine game, another game, but with some edits to fit into Rivals. I'd love to do that again. So yeah, Spire picks Blaziken, and then the collaboration starts. And then the splash screen, I love that. And then the actual trailer, which is also so good. So one thing for Blaziken, I had to make sure that I showcased every single move on its own, and then the EX version. Oh, that one I really like. How bubbles roll the other way and you reverse the kick. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. And then showcasing the Will-O-Wisp. Yeah. How the Will-O-Wisp works on combos again. And then the EX attack. How it gives you extra. It changes the attacks, but also gives you self damage right there. Armor on the neutral special, very nice. This clip took so long to to record because I had to armor through the Krogung's attack and then do everything else. So it took a couple of tries until I get that, but it was worth it. It's a very clean clip. And then the EX Will-O-Wisp. Yeah. I think this... No, it's not over yet. There's a little scene at the end, which I really like. Yeah, that one. And then... very cool. So cool. So yeah, this trailer, I think it's really good. But I don't think it's as strong as Morcillo's trailer. And the final clip is an example of that. It's just a thrown-in combo at the end. I don't like it all that much. Like, yeah, there's the EX Will-O-Wisp. What's the difference? Who cares? You're just kicking it into plus Lamino. And then a F strong, and then a down strong. It's not that good, I'll be honest. I really like every other clip, but this one at the end, and a couple of ones where it's just thrown together, I don't think it's as strong. But overall, I think this trailer is, again, fantastic. I have, of course, some nitpicks, like I mentioned. But overall, it's really good. And it also has that Morcillo effect of I showcased something on its own, and then I showcased it on a match. So like the special right here, on its own, and then a special on a match. Right? I mean, the Will-O-Wisp on its own, and then the Will-O-Wisp in a match. Like so. So yeah, overall, I would say it's very fun looking back on these trailers. Like I said, some of these, they're not, even the first one, the Magic Wizard one, it's not that bad. You can see a lot of stuff that I was doing even back then, and a bunch of stuff I started to getting better with the more I made the different trailers. So it is a very fun evolution. So, of course, my favorite trailer so far, it's the Morcillo one. I love this trailer so much. Like I said, the pacing, the way of the clips flow together, showcase each gimmick and then showcase them on the match. It's so good. And my least favorite one is probably the Brazil one. I don't like this one all that much because, like I said, it is the only trailer where it's not clear what the character does. The character, their mechanic is not very clear, unlike every other one, even super complex characters like Wizard. You watch the trailer and you get what they do. The Brazil one, you don't get that. Very weird, it's very confusing. Which is something that I'm thankful we were able to avoid in every other subsequent trailer. I think all of the other ones work very nicely. Yeah. Like I said, if you guys would like to see more of this, I could react to other trailers of mine, the Final Fantasy trailers. There's also the Kirby Dream Collection trailers as well, since I've made all of those trailers. So it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be mean because I wouldn't be complaining about other people because I made the trailer, so it's okay to be critical of that. So yeah, please let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite trailer here today? Is there any trailer you've seen here that you haven't watched it before? Please let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see, what you think, and everything between. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.